Good morning, St. Andrews. This is Nathan Donaldson. As we step into another day, some of us enter with hope, great anticipation, or something fun to look forward to, or just a light heart. And then others of us are in pain, with confusion, uncertainty, even shame and entrapment. Of course, those in the first category can be in the latter tomorrow, or even for that matter, in a few hours or even a few minutes. I confess to being easily influenced by the circumstances, my circumstances, and I can lose sight of the light. Our faith is clouded or obscured by by being human, aside from the active love and grace of God. Faith is a verb. It entails action on our part. Think of ourselves as on a train. It travels through many dark tunnels of struggles. Sometimes we just want to pretend we're not in a tunnel or distract ourselves from the darkness and get out of it right now. I'm speaking to myself here. Or maybe we just eat ice cream, or we binge watch a show on Netflix, or dive into a novel, or disengage from participation or connecting even with others to the point of addiction and isolation. Don't get me wrong, some of these things can be helpful in the short term, but we are still in the dark tunnel. As Craig Rochelle says, growth is always through and not out. We have to keep going through the dark tunnel towards the light, and I say light with a capital L. This may be a journey of much emotion and discomfort and every other bad feeling, but our God is the light of hope and love. So how do we really live as those who have faith in this God? God commands us, makes it very clear to us through Jesus stating this in Luke 10:27. He says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your strength, all your soul, and all your mind. And then emphasis on, and love your neighbor as yourself, my emphasis. Consider how God has given the people of faith a place to learn and love one another and go out to our neighbors. Listen to how Bill Dogtrum recently stated a healthy community of faith. He says, the church is not supposed to be a safety deposit box for God, a place to meet with him on visiting day. It is a hospital where we bind up those wounded in battle during the week. It is a school where we train people in the essential life skills of the kingdom for use in their daily lives. It's a sanctuary where we celebrate the greatness, goodness, and majesty of him who is King and Lord of all. And lastly, it's a launching pad for mission and ministry to the world he loved so much that he sent his son and his sons and daughters to let them know. This response to God's learned love may look like listening and not saying a word. Loving others is a reflection of God's love to us. Just sitting with others in pain and let them express their emotions of pain, disappointment, loss, and anger as they are in that dark tunnel. After we love for their benefit, then we can reflect the truth of God and the hope that blossoms in the light at the end of the tunnel. Hope you have a good, Christ-centered day. God's grace to you.